Yo, what is up, y'all? Travis here. I am back for a new episode of Tappin In. So, for this brand new episode, I am here to give my thoughts on an artist I haven't heard a whole lot from. I haven't really done a dive into her songs or her albums or anything, but she has a strong following. She was co-signed by Billie Eilish. She kind of has a co-signing relationship with Polero. And yeah, she has a strong following. So I decided to do a tapping in for this singer because she just dropped an album on Friday, and this is the singer Laufey. And yes, it is Laufey. My first thought was, it was Laufey. But no, so I found out that it is said Laufey. So, and she is from Iceland. Um, and, and so I decided to give my thoughts on her because I heard her brand new album and I heard her project Bewitched. My thoughts are, I am kind of on the fence. Um, she has a very interesting sound. She has a very jazz pop kind of combo sound. She kind of combines like sounds from like 20s jazz combined with very modern pop vocals. So she has a very interesting sound for sure. She for sure stands out because yeah, she has her own kind of sound, her own kind of lane, and it's clearly working because she has a very strong following. Um, do now myself. The reason why I say I'm sat on the fence because while the jazzy sounds, they sound very good. They actually do. They sound very very good. It sounds interesting. It just being myself here, okay? Just saying it here. I just feel like some, and by the way, she sounds great. Her voice is very, very good. She has a great voice. She has a great vocals. She truly does. She can sing. She can sing for sure. She can sing. She has her own sound. She can sing. She can truly sing. My thoughts where it kind of comes to play for myself and why I'm on the fence is because while she can sing and her vocals sound very, very good, I just feel like some of the songs from her from her albums before the project she just dropped Friday, um, some of the songs just sound very like Disney Channel esque. And the reason I say that is just, it just sounds like some of the songs belong in a Disney film. Not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just not something I particularly care to hear a full album from. Um, Especially from her previous albums, she truly had that, especially on Bewitched. That was like full of that. But the project she dropped Friday was probably my favorite from hers, just because I kind of feel like that project she kind of went more, not necessarily mature, just more. She kind of handed some. Um, but it still has some songs on there for sure that sounded very Disney-esque. Um, and it came off not cheesy per se, but cheesy. Like, it's not something I would listen to just because it just sounds very Disney. And it's not something I want to hear a full project from. She can sing for sure. She can. And she for sure stands out because there's not too many artists doing that jazz pop combo. Um, and to me, some of the production felt forced. Like, it just kind of felt like that. And sometimes the vocals don't really line up well with the jazzy sound. That's just how I feel. But yeah, it just like, for example, some of the more older like jazz sound that was on her albums, some of the vocals she has, or some of the vocal choices she chose on here, just that they just don't really line up well with some of the sounds. With that being said, though, yeah, but she can sing. She can sing. That is not to say she cannot sing, because she can sing. She absolutely can sing. I can see the reasoning why she has a strong following. But to hear a full album from that kind of, from just to hear a full project from her is not something I personally care for. Um, but she can sing. She can see. She has a certain like sound that for sure can see why so many people gravitate towards her. So I can see it. Because she has that, Billie Eilish cosign. She has that Tolero cosign. Her and Tolero, they kind of have the same kind of, not sound, but the same kind of vocal kind of choices. So I can see how, that happens. But, yeah. So with that being said, that's kind of how I feel. That was my first thoughts on a Laufey. Um, she can sing. She is talented for sure. She is. But just some of her projects are just not something I particularly care to hear a full album from. Um, just because it just felt very Disney Channel esque. It felt very like it just felt like some of her vocals just did not line up well with the more jazzier sounds. Just felt very kind of clashing. So yeah, so I think she is talented, just not something I'd care to hear a full project of. Him that had that's fine. Yeah, that is fine. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Y'all comment y'all's thoughts down below. How do y'all feel about her album, her yeah, just how do y'all feel? Y'all comment below. Comment down below, like, subscribe to my channel, join my channel, help grow my channel. There is so much cool stuff I have here on my channel. Come subscribe, come help my channel grow. Cool stuff to come, so stay tuned for all of that. See you guys soon. Have a great night. Stay safe, stay happy, let me think of something. Stay literate. There you go. With that being said, see you guys soon, and goodbye.